In this video, we are going to talk about how to create shapes in SwiftUI. So SwiftUI provides a lot of inbuilt shapes which you can use in your projects. So let's see some of those. So the first one is circle. Let's create a circle, and it's as simple as calling out a circle. And there we have it. By default, it comes with black background. Let's change it to, let's say, a green one. Now there are multiple ways to do it. We can call this fill modifier, or we can call a foreground modifier, and it has changed its color to blue. But with shapes, the proper way to do it with using fill modifier only. Let's change this back to fill and change its color to, let's say, red, and then let's create a border around it. So for that, we have something called strokes. Let's give it a color of, let's say, blue, and let's give it a stroke style. So we have different things we can do with stroke style. We can give line width, line cap, line join. There are so many things. Let's see which are the options which are more useful. So we'll say line width, and we'll give it a line width of 10. So you can see now that we have a border around with blue color with line width of 10. We'll look into more in stroke style in a while, but this is how you create a circle in SwiftUI. Let's give it a padding so that it doesn't touch the corners. So dot padding, and let's give it a default padding. So by default, it takes some padding with this padding modifier, and it looks much better now. Now, instead of circle, we have many other shapes which we can call out right here. So just change the circle with, let's say, rectangle, and this is it. That's all you have to do to call out a rectangle. Now let's call out a rounded rectangle. Now with rounded rectangle, you just need to provide corner radius, and except that, it is almost the same thing. Other than rounded rectangle, let's say we want to create an ellipse. And there you have it, you have an ellipse now. And now we can also change it to capsule. And there you have it, you have a capsule. So we get all these shapes. You can just change the shape name, and you'll get different types of shapes in your SwiftUI application. So these are all the shapes you can create. These are all the predefined shapes. If you want to create your custom shapes, that is also doable. We can look into that in the next video. But as of now, let's look into the stroke style a little bit more. So let's go back to our circle. Let's call out our circle again. And let's just remove the filling. And then we have the stroke of blue color. Let's give it a line width of, let's say, 20. And there are many other things which we can do over here. Let's say you want to create a circular progress bar. So you can do that with the stroke style. So how we can do that? To do that, let's call out line cap. And in this, we have multiple options: butt, round, square. Let's select butt, and now we have to give it some dash lines. We can give an array of dash which we want for our circular progress bar. So let's give it 30, and you can see we have something similar to a progress bar over here. Let's give it a 10, and now it looks more like a progress bar. We can also trim this circle. To do so, all we have to do is call this trim modifier, and in this we have options like from and to. So from where it will start, so let's say it will start from 0.3 and till where it will go. So 2 would be, let's say, 1.0. So it will trim our circle. You can play around with this value with some animation to get your cool progress view with just this circle. So this is it with this video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.